Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adriana and today we're diving into tarot reader responsibilities, so stay tuned. Okay, so I have my list here, and the reason behind this video is because there's no council or board of directors or federation or any type of governing entity that is ruling over spiritual tarot and other metaphysical work. So it's up to us as readers to hold each other accountable, and I'm taking this as my duty of making sure that I am holding you accountable and of course holding myself accountable, because I can't just be saying shit if I don't follow through with it. Okay, so that's the whole why behind this video. So if I had to categorize everything that I want to say about being a responsible tarot reader, it would come down to a couple of values. And the number one value to me is authenticity, because you aren't going to be like Teresa Caputo, even though she's not a tarot reader, but you get what I'm trying to say. You aren't gonna be like Walter Mercado. You are gonna be you. And if you are out here trying to mimic somebody else's tarot style, it's gonna fail you. It's gonna fail you. It may work for a little while, but as you get deeper and deeper into this work, it's gonna fail because it's not authentic to who you are. So for example, I do not I don't really like to hear that much backstory from my clients when I'm doing a tarot reading with them for the first time. So my first time tarot clients, I really don't want to know too much about them. If they leave me this is what's going on in my life, I will just skip right through it and get straight to what question or topic do you want me to focus on, because I really would like to operate from this I don't know too much, and so I just allow spirit to kind of feed the information to me, and then I'll check in with them to see and if they can give me some context after the reading. So, but other people really do want to know all that context for whatever reason, but mainly so that they can make sure that they're focusing on the right question for their client. So you have to be authentic to how you work. If you don't really like to do in-person readings, don't do them, boo. Find a way to do them digitally and virtually. Call them on the phone, set up Google Meet, do text message readings. There's so many fucking ways to get around having to do in-person readings if that doesn't really vibe with who you are. So authenticity is so key, and that's what really draws in not only your first time clients, but that's what keeps them coming back, because they're like, I like you, and I like you because you're you, and your you vibes with who they are. Okay, and they want to continue to work with that energy instead of working with the mask of who you might be trying to impersonate. Hello. Secondly would be communication. Okay. Now this is me also, being honest, I was not always the greatest communicator, and it's still something that I'm working on. But, if you have issues letting people know your boundaries, if you have issues being honest about what's coming up for you, if you struggle with describing what's happening in your mind and your body, those same issues are going to show up in your readings. Okay? And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this so that you can start to work through the confidence or the shyness or the imposter syndrome or whatever is coming up for you to be a better reader, okay? Because 90% of your reading is you communicating something that's completely in the woo-woo to somebody who's very much in the flesh, okay? But if you can't even take time to really go through, like, okay, this is coming up for me, and then I'm connecting this, and please do not say that to me, and all of that, like, it's just going to be a really hard time for you to feel comfortable as a reader and to feel comfortable, you know, having these vulnerable moments with your clients, because shit comes up. Okay, some really deep and heavy and traumatic things can come up in your readings, but if you don't have the capacity to voice what's happening, voice what's going on, and to hold boundaries, then it's going to be really easy for you to burn out or overextend yourself. So communication is so huge in this field of work, okay? And then lastly, it would be about I guess disclaimers and how important it is for you to be able to say, this is what I don't do, this is what I don't read for, this is what I do read for. And you have to be explicit about that on your website, on your booking website. You have to be explicit about it in your content, explicit about it when you have your sessions, your live sessions with your clients, so that people know what to expect and what not to expect for you. And so when I am opening my sessions with first-time clients, I always start with, hello, my name is Adriana. These are this is the deck of cards that I'm using, and this is how my reading goes. Feel free to ask questions, and just know that if anything health related or finance related, I just know that I'm not a professional, but these are just my lived experiences and other things that I've witnessed from my friends and family. So I start off my sessions like that so that people know what to expect, and it gets them a little bit more comfortable with who I am and what I do and how this whole thing is going to go. And I do that because I make the assumption that all of my first-time clients have never had a tarot reading before. And I give people the freedom to say, does this resonate? Does this make sense to you? Do you have questions? Because one thing that I hate when I get readings is you giving me all of this information and then there's no way for me to ask for clarification. I hate that. And that could just be me. You might have a different outlook on it, but that's just how I roll. So that's that. And I guess lastly is connected to communication, but you're gonna have clients who are gonna be unsatisfied.
You need to leave.
Yes, it happens. It happens to us all. Even some of your favorite famous tarot readers have unsatisfied clients. Okay. What do you do about it? One, you listen. You listen to what they have to say. Two, you reflect on what happened from your perspective. Three, you do what you can to rectify the situation. And four, you move on. Okay? You move on. Because I cannot tell you how much mental and emotional energy I could have saved had I just moved on from whatever that client said. Do you know, when I was working in the metaphysical store in New Orleans, I had a girl, she was from New York, her and her family, they were visiting, and she came to sit back in my chair, and I asked her, I was like, hello, my name is Adriana, what type of reading would you like to get done today? And she was like, I want to focus on money. I said, okay. Is there any particular question you would like me to ask, or just, can I just go with where I feel led? And I don't know what I said after that, but she was just like, I don't like this. This is not the way I get tarot readings. I'm walking out. And she got up and she left. And I was like, what did I do? What did I do? And I was so butthurt by that, because we hadn't even started the reading. I had literally just introduced myself, and she just kept saying, like, this is not how they do it in New York. And I'm like, bitch, you're not in New York.
And
No, but like, you're not in New York, first of all. And I just asked you an open-ended question about how you want this reading to go, and we move on from there. But I wasted so much time mulling over that in my head weeks after this girl had left. And I was like, do I need to change up my readings? Am I inauthentic? Am I a fraud? When no. Maybe that's just not what she was looking for. But had I tried to do anything else other than Adriana, she wouldn't have been getting the full me. And maybe it wasn't meant for us to work together. And that's okay. Ooh, it's 222. So, not everybody gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna like your reading. Not everybody's gonna like what you have to say. Okay? And you gotta move on, babe. You gotta move on. And there's gonna be some really constructive criticism in some of your unsatisfied clients. And then there's gonna be some things that they say you literally can't do anything about. And it just is what it is. Sometimes you just don't vibe with the clients, and that's okay. Just don't be a dick about it. Just don't be a dick about it. Because you still have your reputation to uphold. Now, if somebody is trying you, they crossing all kind of boundaries, by all means protect yourself, okay? But if they just being petty, like, that's not worth my energy. Not worth my energy, okay? I know I said that was the last thing, but this is really, 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 really the last thing. Don't lie about the information, guidance, wisdom that's coming up. If nothing is happening when they sit down and they have a session with you and you're just like not getting any clarity, you can be honest about that. Okay? Maybe that means you need to reschedule. Maybe that means you need to focus on something else. Maybe that means that is the message, But don't sit there and try to make up something just because you're uncomfortable. Okay? That's trash. That's not good. We do not do that. Alright? I'm not going to make it up. We're going to be honest about what comes up and leave it there. Okay? Alright. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. And I would love to know what other tips, tricks, insights that you may have for your fellow tarot readers. And if you, as a client, what would you like your tarot reader to start doing more? What would you want to see out of a tarot reading that maybe you haven't already experienced? We'd love to know. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, boo. Okay? Thank you. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.